welcome back to another episode of Making Moves. I'm here today with the King fam, my mom and my brother. Do you want to introduce yourselves, guys?
Yeah, I'll start. I am brother. I'm Phil.
I am brother. I am Groot.
I'm brother. I'm Phil. I'm 3 years old, just graduated college, and that's me.
Slay.
And I'm Mama King, also just known as Kelly, and I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks for having us.
Slay, mama. Slay. Okay, what do you think of the studio? Is this their first time in the studio?
It's awesome. It's so great to be here. It looks so different than it does on the big screen at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun to be here in person under the lights.
Awesome. Phil, what do you think?
It's fun. It's cool. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of people in the studio like making the music, so it's fun to experience and see it. I feel like Michaela's about to drop a beat
in the
out there for
yeah,
us.
We're gonna like make a beat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show. IRL. I wanted to do a little episode that was more, I guess, personal and less like, I guess, making more personal moves, a little bit less businessy, and explain kind of our relationship and why I am the way I am and whatnot. So do you want to explain like where you're from, Mom, and how you got to Indiana? Because I feel like that helps explain.
Sure. So I'm originally from Canada. I'm still a dual citizen, so proud Canadian and proud American.
You recently kind of got your U.S. citizenship.
Yeah, it was 2016, so
okay.
Fairly recently. But very proud to be part of both countries. It's a unique position, I guess. And so I got here when I moved. After meeting your dad, I was working in Toronto. I was product manager for Kraft Foods at the time, and next thing you know, I met this guy in the Bahamas.
At a blackjack table?
At a blackjack table in the Bahamas. And next thing you know, we had 2 kids, and I was living in Indiana.
We got married.
Yes, we got married, of course.
Yeah. What did you, how long was it from when you met to when you got married or got engaged?
To engaged about 6 months, 6 or 7 months.
That is bananas.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No.
Pretty cray.
Imagine me going to the Bahamas, meeting someone in 6 months. We're engaged. Y'all would be like, no.
Yeah.
And he's 10 years older. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You can't say shit if I do that.
Okay.
Okay. Can you imagine
You
that
need
happening?
to get on it.
I know. Maybe I just need to go to the Bahamas more.
Get on the tables more.
Do you ever think, like, every time I go to the Bahamas, I'm like, maybe I'll find the one? Because we go there quite often, I feel like.
Well, the time I went to the Bahamas before college, I met we were just on the lazy river. Great lazy river, by the way. And me and Josh Hall, like, we were obviously seniors in high school trying to talk to girls. So, like, we finally had the courage to go talk to one. And it was crazy because she was going to Indiana. And I was like, small world. Like, am I going to have my dad moment here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it turns out it was not the one. So
yours is in the lazy river, though.
Yeah,
which is not
river.
So lazy, actually.
Yeah,
it's pretty rapid.
They have some rapid rivers. So
you know what's funny is
it's wild.
I asked my Instagram following, I was like, hey guys, can you submit questions? And at the top of the list was our friend Josh Hall. And he was like, talk about me. That's literally all he said, and we're already talking about him.
There's your plug, Josh.
So shout out Josh Hall.
made the
There's
podcast.
literally no way he's watching this, but if he is, tell me that you are, because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
We should just not tell him and see if he ever notices.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so you met Dad, and then 6 months later, you guys get engaged, and then how much later did you get married? How much longer?
It was like a year and a day from the day we met. We got married.
That is bananas. And you got married where?
In Windsor. Well, we were married in Kingsville, my hometown, and then the reception was in Windsor.
And couldn't you like see the U.S.?
Yeah, it was at the Cleary Auditorium, and you could see the U.S. from across the river.
Which is cute.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Okay, let's answer some of the questions from the audience. First question is, how was it like for your family when you moved to LA, and how was it like for me to leave home? So do you guys want to answer first?
I can start. I'd say initially I was probably pretty excited just because of our little banters we would have. We had to share a car growing up, and then always sharing the remote and things like that, and she'd boss me around. So at first I was excited to get a little space and have the house to myself a little bit, and then as time went on, obviously I would miss you more, and then Yeah, it's cool. It's been a fun place to visit every year, and it's a fun place to have an excuse to travel to come see you. So it's been cool.
What do you think, Mom?
I was just genuinely so excited for you. A lot of people were shocked that I wasn't freaked out that you were moving across the country, but
I know. I feel like everyone was like, I don't mean to interrupt, but I feel like every mom was like, oh, don't your parents not want you to leave? Like stuff like that. And you guys never gave me resistance.
Yeah. A lot of people, I think, were surprised I wasn't trying to keep you in Indiana. And that's just not how I roll. And I knew the best opportunity for you was to get out of Bloomington. Bloomington's awesome. I love living there. But you needed to be out, I always thought, on a coast. And you were only, a phone call away, a Skype call at the time away. And I had lived overseas when I was 18 for a year. So I kind of knew what it was like to be away from home. And it was even tougher. So I thought, oh my gosh, you're only across the country, not across the ocean. So I had a unique perspective. And so I was just excited for you. And, the house was quieter and everything, but I was just genuinely so excited for you to be doing your thing. And got to spend more quality time with Phil.
Let's go.
No, it wasn't as hard as most people thought it would be for me because I knew you were where you're supposed to be.
Where did you go overseas that you're talking about?
Switzerland. I lived there for a year.
Why?
It was my last year of high school when I was in Canada, and they have grade 13. And so I had the opportunity to go and to the school called Neuchâtel Junior College for my last year of high school. And the school allows you to travel to all kinds of different countries while you're there. And I also had to live with a French-speaking family. So it was a big learning experience, a huge challenge, very scary, but so glad I did. It was one of the best years of my life.
I feel like a lot of people don't know like that about me is that growing up I would go to so many like overnight camps, and I also was like kind of an exchange student for a hot second, and we also hosted an exchange student.
Right.
So you were very like I feel like for like traveling, like going out of the house, like going out of your hometown, going out of your house, whatever. I lived in Wales for a month or two.
I think it was just over 3 weeks or something like that.
But I also traveled other places.
Yeah.
Anyway, I lived with a different family in Wales. Shout out my Welsh fam. And I don't know, it was a great experience. And then we also hosted an exchange student one summer from the Netherlands.
Leonard.
Yeah.
I remembered
his name. He was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was super fun. And also he was like super, this is such like a full circle because he was super into makeup.
Yeah.
And like so was I. And so it was so fun because we would like go to the Mac store and I don't know, if only I was like a YouTuber back then because I could have given him so much makeup.
And I wonder if he became the makeup artist that he was aspiring to be.
I know. I should try and like find him on Instagram and stuff because I was really young when we hosted him. I think I might have been a freshman.
Yeah, you were
or
really
an
young.
eighth grader. Because didn't I go to Wales my freshman year of high school?
I think so. Yeah,
think I did.
You were quite young. Yeah.
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 That's pretty crazy.
I don't remember him at all.
Really?
don't?
Not really at all.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I guess you didn't really hang out with us.
Yeah.
I was like, bye, Phil.
Yeah.
But absolutely, education, I think, travel is the best form of education. I fully believe that.
I agree.
I really recommend it for everybody.
Yeah. Phil and I went to Camp Tecumseh, if you know.
Yep.
You know, it's like a Christian camp in Indiana that like everyone goes to. But it is overnight, and we went when we were so young.
Yeah, I think.
How old were we? Like 8?
You went when you were younger. I can't remember.
10, maybe 12.
Maybe
We were
10.
pretty young, yeah.
And then I went to tennis camp before then.
Yeah.
So I was like used to like going and staying somewhere while I was really young for a long period of time, which was, I feel like now looking back, I'm like, I understand why I made it in LA as far as like, I guess stuck it out here because there were so many times where I was like homesick or I didn't feel like
You
I wanted
did
to move
freak
home.
out at tennis camp, though. Remember that?
Yeah, I got really homesick. I
Yeah.
think I was literally like 8.
But I think it was because Dad and I had gone to Vegas, and I don't think you were okay with that.
No, you didn't tell me.
What?
You guys didn't tell me you were going to Vegas and drop me off at tennis camp. And then
That's That's not true.
Yes.
That is so not true.
no idea.
You didn't say, hey, if I were going to Vegas.
Yes,
no,
you did.
That's so not
you
true.
didn't tell me.
Not true.
You didn't tell me. Or I don't remember. They were like, we're sending our
told
kids.
you we
They
were
would
going.
randomly just go to Vegas. And we were like, all right.
I was at tennis
Yeah.
camp with all these random tennis instructors crying. And they were like, where are your parents? And I'd be like, I don't know.
And I was just home alone at like age 6.
Who took care of Philip?
I don't know.
I had to go walk to the Munsons or something.
Grandma and grandpa or something?
Probably.
I don't know where.
So yeah, we went to Camp Tecumseh. I went to Woodward, which is like a action sports camp, and I did like a bunch of tumbling there. I would go for like, I don't know, 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun.
You love
in
that.
Pennsylvania. I was like crazy about that. But I was too young I was too young to travel by myself, so I had to have an escort in the airport every time I would travel. And I would be like, I don't know, 13 or
Remember
like 12.
you and Emma were in that little room?
Yeah, and what's crazy about, I don't know if y'all have traveled without your parents when you're that young, but I would have to go through, it was a connecting flight because Woodward is such like in a small like podunk place in Pennsylvania, and I'm from Indiana, so I would fly to Detroit, and then from Detroit it would fly us into the small town in Pennsylvania. So therefore we had to have an escort. It was one of those things where it was like when you land the plane, the pilot's like, if you are Taylor King and Emma Weiler, you need to stay on this plane until everyone's deplaned. So we would like stay, and then our escort would come on the plane, pick us up. We'd have to walk with them all the way to this like secret locked up room where all these other kids, it felt like very Stranger Things now looking back. And it was all these other kids, they had like blocks you could play with and like coloring books and stuff. And we would just stay in there and snacks until our next plane, and then we would get escorted to the next plane. And yeah,
And you were like 12 or something. Or,
yeah, I was super young
yeah.
because I remember it was literally illegal for me to travel alone without the escort.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we went to several camps. You went to basketball camps. What camps did you go to?
I would just go to basketball sports camps at Indiana.
Camp
Well,
Tecumseh.
like every weekend, I'd have a baseball or basketball tournament in a different city. So
Yeah,
that was
AAU.
usually my summer.
So yeah, I was always gone for camps and stuff. So I feel like that helped prepare me for life now. So I don't know if this is interesting at all, but I feel like it helps explain stuff. Okay, for me leaving, I guess to go back to the question, big tangent. For me leaving home, it was super scary, way harder than I thought it was going to be. I think I realized like how much my family like did for me. Like dinner would just be ready, or you know what I mean, like things like that, or like I needed a ride and it was like so easy to ask for someone. Even like family friends or friends, like everyone's just so helpful in Indiana. And the hospitality really is a thing. Like, who's your hospitality? So I realized moving to LA, like, wow, it's really like every man is for themselves. Like, no one is going to help you more than they're going to help themselves. And that's like not the vibe in Indiana. So that was a big learning experience.
And you knew so many people that you could call on at home. But
Oh, yeah,
you knew
so
nobody.
many people in Indiana, but I knew no one here. So, yeah. Anyway, cool. Okay, next question. What were our best memories growing up? I feel like going to Hilton Head were some of my favorites.
Yeah, the Hilton Head trips when
Hilton Head.
we'd get to bring a friend was pretty fun.
Those were so lit.
Yeah, it was always like a big debate, like who are you gonna bring? And I brought like Luke Jager every time.
Yeah, you did Luke Jager. Oh my gosh.
I think just having the house full of kids, a lot of times you guys would both bring your friend groups over, both friend groups, and it was just that was
Yeah,
my favorite thing, when the house was full of life and full of kids.
I'd probably just say our late nights in the basement. We were kind of the house that everybody would always go to and have the sleepovers, and our friends were always friends with each other, so it was kind of a good time, and we had a lot of good stories from the basement.
Yeah, what was awesome is Phil and I are only 2 years apart. So his friend group was friends with my friend group. And what was awesome too is like one of my guy best friends, his little brother was Phil's best friend. So we would like always hang out together. And like he said, we would always have like game nights and whatever. And I would always every year have a ping pong tournament. And I was like crazy. I would be like, everyone needs to wear a jersey. This is the invitation. You need to be here at this time. Where I made a bracket. Do you guys remember when we shattered the coffee table downstairs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time we were playing catchphrase like with a huge group of friends, and it got so lit that two of my guy friends who were like massive basketball players jumped on a glass coffee table and shattered it.
Yeah. They were not very parents were not very happy about that one.
Yeah. My dad was like, you guys are so stupid.
Yeah.
That was a fun memory. We also would go to Hilton Head, which is in South Carolina, and be there for a week and just lay at the beach, do a bunch of activities, play golf and tennis. Do you remember junior golf when we would have to get up really early in the summers?
Yeah, that was pretty beat.
That was so beat.
Oh, I had to drag you guys there.
We would be
oh my gosh. Why? It was worse than school. No, I don't
No,
wanna
worse
do-
was going to the library and having to do the reading summer challenge, reading challenge at the library.
It was good for you.
Fun.
And you'd have to
Phonics.
read 50 pages and you get one goldfish bag. It's this is my reward for 50 pages, a goldfish bag. You're like,
Slay.
if you're going to do anything in life, you have to read these pages. Okay, Mom.
Yeah,
So now I can't read a book at all because I'm just traumatized.
I
by
swear,
my child.
you made
Give
me
me a
hate.
bag of goldfish.
I swear
Yeah.
you made me hate reading because I was not my best friend Annie back home. She'd be like, "Can you come over?" And I'd be like, "Mom, can I go over to Annie?" She'd be like, "Not unless you read a chapter."
So
It
beat.
made me hate it because it was like a punishment.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't even
not
read.
a
You
per-
just go to another
I
room
know.
for 10 minutes and just act like you were reading.
I would just go and vibe, and she'd
Yeah.
be like, "What was it about?" And I would make it up.
Yeah.
Bad kids.
I know. You know what? Fake it till you make it. That's the kid thing to do.
SMH, that's all I can say.
Yeah, I remember I would be like, okay, if she asked me questions, I just need to know 3 things to say. So I would look up. I would skim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely haven't reached my reading phase again. And all my friends have. I can't remember the last time I read a book start to finish. Can you, Phil?
I can't.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
pretty tough.
It is pretty bad.
That's bad.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, though.
I guess that's what our generation though is attention span. I can't stay focused for that long.
Yeah.
I get distracted too easily.
I also loved Sharks and Minnows at the country club.
Yeah, the country club was fun.
Lit.
Yeah.
And also I loved beating you when I would wrestle you,
Wrestling
and
was fun.
I would do WWE moves on you.
Yeah.
Because Phil would literally make me do WWE
Yeah.
or watch WWE with him.
Our parents also wouldn't let us watch WWE, so we'd have to when they were gone, I'd have to record it and then watch it, and we'd take turns on who's watching
and
the door
I would
for them to come
record
in.
the Kardashians
Yeah.
or the MTV shows like Room Raiders. I would sneak that.
I was way too into WWE though. It was bad.
That's
Why
bad.
were you so into it?
It was fun. It was entertaining. I don't know.
Who was your favorite Rey Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio?
Isn't he still doing it?
I think so. He's wrestles with his son now, I think.
I wonder how much they get paid.
Oh, a lot. It's a big industry.
It's crazy how much they.
I mean, John Cena. Look at John Cena.
Yeah, that's so true.
The Rock.
And The Rock, yeah. And Joe Rogan.
That's different. That's real fighting.
That's UFC.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's still I guess
Yeah,
fighting in
fighting.
general is huge. Okay, next one. What does your mom notice different about you since you moved to LA?
I think everything's just a little bit more exaggerated. I mean, you're pretty much the same, but you're even more confident, even more of a little boss babe, and even more enthusiastic about having a good time. And I think everything's just exaggerated. More into fashion, more into your hair, more into makeup than ever. So that's my best explanation. You didn't really change a ton, and you just exploded.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. Wow. Phil, what about you?
I would just say more bossy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, this morning,
This morning.
prime example. We just walk in her apartment and she just puts us to work. Blah, 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 blah. That's
Delegation
it. But
Nation.
other than that, pretty much same person. So that's been cool.
Okay, what does your mother think about you working for Alicia?
Oh, I love Alicia. I think it's been a fabulous opportunity. You were so lucky to connect with her, and everything that Alicia's done for you and what she's taught you, and your relationship is just phenomenal. It's unheard of to be that close and to work so long and intensely with somebody and still be the best of friends, just like I heard you talking and just like friends this morning. It's just absolutely incredible. So I am a huge fan of Alicia Marie, and I'm so proud of you and what you've accomplished with her, but also just props to Alicia and what she's done on all the years with her career, starting at 16 years old. Amazing.
Slay.
Let's go,
and you
Alicia.
guys, I know, just work your little tails off every single stinking day. So, yeah. And I said to Philip, I said, her job is stressful. You were having to do content this morning. That's when you were being a little bossy, but you had to get shit done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was stressed because my entire apartment, which is my set essentially, was a pigsty with everyone's shit everywhere. So
Well, it wasn't that bad, but it was messy.
it was bad for me. Like compared to where I usually film and
Right.
stuff.
We had invaded your space.
Yeah. So that's why I was a little irritated. What about you? What do you think about me working for Leash?
Oh, I love it. I love Alicia. I think she's great. Half the time, it doesn't even seem like you guys are working just because you guys vibe so well together. So, like, I've been over at Alicia's when you guys are working on stuff, and it's a very cool environment. You guys, I didn't realize how hard you guys work. Like, Alicia is always working, and so are you. It's a grind, so it's been cool to see. So, I'm all for it.
Do you think it's stupid that I'm still, I guess, I don't know how to say this question. I feel like everyone always asks me this, so I want to ask you what your opinion is. Why do you think I'm still working for her?
Because you're still growing. You're both still growing and seizing
Like,
opportunities.
people are like, why don't you leave Alicia and work on your own stuff?
Oh, no. I think because you collaborate so well together and you feed off each other, and
Yeah.
she is so stinking supportive, which at the beginning I was kind of surprised. I'm like, wow, she really wants Taylor to expand on her own and have her own brand, which was so mature of her. But I think it's in both your best interests because you're both growing your careers and your own personal brands. But when you collaborate, it's kind of magical.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you think, Phil?
I would say same. I think you are the type of person that likes to be busy. So obviously doing that and then doing your own thing is good for you. It pushes you, it challenges you, and just that. And
Awesome.
you enjoy working with her. So it's
Yeah.
best of both worlds.
What is one of the most important but simple family traditions you guys have? I feel like we don't have any.
Mom was really nervous about this question.
Yeah. Well, I do remember Christmas Eve. We've always done something fun Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah. We
with
used to have
people.
a big party every Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
but not really anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
The group kind of like.
group disbanded in a way. Everybody, well, a lot of people got kids too, so, or grandkids and things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe we should restart that Christmas Eve party, but like in LA with my LA peeps.
Huh? Maybe, but then we'd have to be in LA. So
Yeah.
I was going to say just the Hilton Head trips. We do that every year. So
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Tradition.
I'm trying to think of like an actual tradition.
We're not a big tradition
well,
family.
just traditional holiday stuff, meals, but nothing else. I like doing new things, so I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a big traditionalist because I like to do new things.
Yeah, I guess that's
To
kind
be
of true.
honest.
I really don't know. I don't know. Did you guys think I would end up in the position I'm in now?
I would say yes and no. I mean, I knew you needed to be on a coast, either East Coast or West Coast, and somehow either on a stage or behind a camera or in, the entertainment world. You loved a performance because I just remember you growing up. There was always a routine or a show you were creating with your friends or even just yourself, and it just creating, but it was some type of performance. It wasn't, even though you did artwork and painting sometimes as well, but it was always showtime with Taylor.
I would literally make Philip do like cheer routines. Like I would choreograph them and then
yeah.
I would make us perform them.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to be more in like the fashion. I thought you were going to be a designer because you'd always try to dress me and my friends up. And you're like, get your girlfriends to do this. This is not our job. And you always loved clothes. So I thought you did go to fashion school, so kind of what you
Yeah.
wanted. But
I also
Yeah.
would wear like weird stuff in high school and I did not care.
Yeah, you were very creative and just made a statement with your fashion and your clothes, and I was just like, you're wearing, I like, as long as it was appropriate, I had no problem. Like, whoa, I'm not sure I'd wear that, but knock yourself out.
The amount of times I would, because our rooms are downstairs, the amount of times I would come upstairs and my mom would be like, no, go get dressed again.
Not appropriate.
I would be like, no.
who had better style?
Better style?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You're so completely different.
Are you kidding me? That's an easy me. He had no
Yeah.
style. He
I
would
have
wear
good
basketball shorts.
Yeah, there was not a lot of
Are
style
you
with your,
kidding
in your
me?
department.
You didn't do jack shit.
Yeah.
I stepped out in high
Any,
school.
anything athletic was in your wardrobe.
You just
I
wore
was
like
I was more of a comfortable type of
Absolutely.
style in
you
high
just
school.
wore like the Under Armour
Yeah.
gear. Yeah.
the tracksuit.
that you got for free from your sports teams.
Yep.
Exactly. Is Phil moving to LA?
That's the plan. Hopefully, eventually, I just graduated from IU and I got a job helping do NIL deals so college athletes can get paid. So connecting them with businesses and kind of being the middleman between that. I eventually want to become a sports agent, but I'll be in Indiana probably June, July, and August just to start work and save some money and get established there. And then hopefully in September, come out here and see how it goes. But I'm excited to get out of Indiana for a little bit.
Where in LA do you want to move to?
That is to be determined. I've heard the Santa Monica, Venice area is kind of the cool place to be for young guys like me. So that's the goal. The main goal is just to find a good group of guys that I can hang out with because I have a bunch of girls I can hang out with, but I need some guys I can watch sports and talk about guy things with.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if any of you know of anyone or know
Yeah.
a brother or whatever, hit Phil up in
Need
his
roommates,
DMs.
too,
He needs
so.
roommates. Yeah. Was TK hard to live with growing up?
Yes.
Definitely.
What do you mean? I sound so. I know people are gonna comment.
I feel like that's just every brother sister relationship, though. I mean,
Yeah.
every kids fight with their kids over the remote and playtime and stuff like that. It wasn't that we were actually probably had better relationship than most kids.
Yeah.
Like we'd hang out, we'd get along most of the time. But I mean, we had our simple fights.
We also
of-
would fight like
Yeah.
normal siblings.
Yeah.
But I feel like compared to the average Joe, we got along.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you guys got along quite
The-
well most of the time.
The thing
but
that made me the most mad was when we had to go to school and it'd take you forever to get ready. I was like, we have to get to school. Like it obviously didn't matter if I got to school, but I'm a person that likes to be there on time and stuff. And
oh yeah, no, it
you're kind
mattered.
of on your own. Even now, you're kind of on your own time. It's on my time, and I'm like, we have to be there. I have first period, and you're like, whatever, she can wait.
I would literally be like putting my outfit together still. Like I did not care.
And I just sit in the car for probably like 15 minutes waiting to go.
That was stressful.
funny.
Yeah. What mom did you think I was hard to live with?
You were just more dynamic and strong-willed. Let's put it that way. And you would challenge me more than Bill would challenge me. You know. So yeah, you were the feistier one of the two of you.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them what I did when I wanted my first cell phone?
Oh my gosh. She is the master of advertising around the household. So there would be little notes and sticky notes
I made flyers.
all over the house, every door, in
For the LG
bathrooms,
Voyager.
like on the microwave,
That was hard,
and the
though.
LG Voyager, model number, and then exclamation marks and then marker and
I
different
would be like,
colors.
this is why I need the LG
a little
Voyager.
picture of the LG
Yeah.
Voyager that she would draw and everywhere, and then also for a Facebook account.
Facebook was a
oh
huge.
my gosh.
I remember that more than the
Drove
phone. Oh
me
my god.
nuts
She had
that you wanted a
did you make her
Facebook.
wait till she was 13?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was no way you were going to get a Facebook account before you were 13.
But
and
they let me get one when I was.
Yeah,
earlier.
of course they did. Classic. Okay, yeah.
I don't even think I got a fake. I did not
I
get a
don't
fake.
think
I
you-
just made
you
that
just
up.
made that up.
I definitely respect authority, but I also like if I wouldn't know was not an answer for me when it came to things. But I feel like I don't
At least
disrespect.
no, not the first time.
Yeah, I feel like I don't disrespect authority though, but I would definitely challenge it. Is that
Yeah, that's fair.
fair to say?
Yeah. And you still do.
I still challenge. If someone tells me no, I'm like in my head. This is what Kris Jenner says. Someone tells you no, you're asking the wrong person, and that's how I've always lived. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you. You were the person telling me no, so that's annoying.
Well, they would always just say, "Go ask dad" or "Go ask mom," so they didn't have to be the bad cop when we'd want something.
Oh
which
yeah,
was always
they
the
would
hard
do that a
part.
lot. Yeah. Who would you think was more so the bad cop?
For me, dad. I was definitely more scared of dad than mom.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I argued with you more, though. You're easier to argue with. Dad is like hard no.
Yeah.
I feel like he's harder to argue with because he like doesn't budge at all. I would say.
Interesting.
Like you, I can talk through you.
I listened to all your trying to rationale, but usually I stood my ground.
Okay. What were TK and PK like as a baby / toddler?
Oh, you came out just chatting, I swear. Just very strong-willed.
I came out of the womb podcasting.
Yeah. Your personality was fully developed at 2 years old. No question. You're the same personality as a 2-year-old. I mean, it's just so funny. Just full of life, energetic, just wanted to talk to everybody.
Like, what would I do?
Oh, be in the grocery store just saying hi to everybody. Hi. Like, I was almost like, want to be on my podcast?
As a 2-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
And Phil was the opposite?
I was a big body.
Philip was
I was a big body.
big body, and he sucked us on, just his big blue eyes just looking at you. And he's a big guy.
What'd you call? Oh, big guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him big guy.
Bruiser, whatever. Yeah, he was a chunk.
Big.
And then he got tall and slimmed down.
That's hilarious. And he was way more, I guess, quiet.
Chill. Totally chill. He's the same now, too.
I was
He's
just the
very chill.
follower, and you were the.
I was definitely
You were the
firstborn.
strong leader.
The-
Bossing Philip
the annoying
around
one.
since you were 2 when he was born, and you just bossed him around from day one
Was I annoyed that he was born?
for a day.
You know how
maybe like for
you
an
know how
hour.
children get mad.
It's messed up.
Have you seen TikToks of that? They're like, "Oh, you're gonna have a
Yeah.
baby brother," and they're like, "No." The kids, they're like, "I'm mad."
You came to visit Philip in the hospital, and
Was I mad?
all of a sudden you were excited and you came in the room and then you're excited and then all of a sudden it was like clicked to that you weren't number one in the center of the universe anymore and you just burst into tears and then you were like,
I did.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. And then you had your cry and then you were fine. Then he was all yours. You loved him.
I was obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Could I say his name?
Philip.
Philip. Philip.
Yeah, you had a funny way of how he said it.
That's funny. It says, like, talk about being close as siblings. What brought you and PK together fast since you were kids? I feel like our friend groups helped a lot.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest things.
Like, Phil was friends with my friends, and I was friends with his friends.
I mean, we had similar interests as well. Like, both like sports. You were the cheerleader for the basketball team. I was on the basketball team. We'd always go to the football games.
I always went to his AAU tournaments.
Yeah.
You never came to my cheer competitions.
I did a few, like twice.
That's crazy. Out of all of them, though, yeah, she's rolling her eyes.
Those were brutal, though.
What do you mean? Your tournaments were brutal for me.
I guess you didn't have to go. I didn't make you go.
No, but I feel like I also had to go because there was nothing else to do at home.
It's true.
Or like you guys would go stay overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. He would never come to my shit.
Well, I mean, we'd drive like 5 hours and you'd perform for 2 minutes, and that was pretty not fun for an 8-year-old.
No, it was like, how many were in
an
Indianapolis?
8-year-old guy.
A lot. There was a
8-year-old
lot,
kid.
Mindy.
I think I'm in the right with this one, this argument. Yes.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Being close. Why do you think we were close, Mom? I feel like a lot of
The two of
siblings
you?
struggle. But so what advice would you give?
In a way, maybe it was because you're so different, so you balanced each other out. I mean, Philip did what you told him to do, and so that was okay with him. Which
You're welcome.
And you were close in age, but not exactly the same, so that worked out
Yeah,
well.
we didn't clash too much.
Yeah, so you kind of complemented each other, but you just like to have fun, and you enjoyed being funny and silly together, so you both like to have a good time, so.
Yeah,
good
I feel
friends.
like we would also compromise. Like, I remember, especially specifically when we'd be in Hilton Head, you would be like, I'd be like, let's go stunt in the pool. And you'd be like, only if you pay football with me first.
Yeah.
Like, we would make deals.
True.
So that was like, I feel like we would compromise that way.
Good negotiators.
And I would say now, Phil, he does better when people tell him what to do versus taking initiative on his own. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I think he's a lot more of a leader now.
I set things up.
Okay, sort of. But compared to me, I'm way more take initiative than he is.
I don't know. What do you think? I'm not with Philip as much anymore. He's been at college.
I mean, like, what are we talking about?
Well,
like,
think
plans?
about just like, me with plans, or like me getting jobs lined up, like stuff like that. Like, I feel like I'm always
You are definitely
ahead
a
of the game.
stronger go-getter
Yes.
than, jumping on things and going crazy.
I feel like he does better with
He's more-
like someone telling him what he does and then he follows, because I don't follow as much as he does.
Yeah.
Like, I don't listen as well.
Yeah, that's facts.
Brenner.
You listen. Okay. Do you get homesick fast? And did you guys miss me when I left? I guess we kind of did this. Yeah, I was really homesick.
Sure, missed you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
We're super emo over here. Sure, I guess I missed you. What's the biggest thing that has changed about TK since she's moved out?
I mean, you're very financially independent, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So props to you for you established yourself. You're off the parent payroll. It's nice when you buy lunch for us and you buy tickets for your brother. It's just amazing. So congrats on your success. So that's the big change, is that you're making money.
Your wardrobe has changed a lot too. You wear a lot of different stuff now than you did in
Yeah.
Indiana.
Oh, really? Like what?
I mean, just look at like your Coachella outfits.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
you would
that would not rock Flemington or
imagine like
Target.
wearing that.
Everyone in Indiana, I feel like, is so. This is the one thing I don't like about my hometown, is everyone's so judgmental. Like, I remember one of the first times I came home from FITM, and I literally was wearing a black tank top and jean shorts and combat boots. Like, that was my outfit. And we went to dinner with our other family friends, and I think I got like 80, not 80, but I think I got like 5 to 10 like pessimistic comments about my outfit. And I remember being like, why are people so triggered about my boots right now, when no one would ever blink twice about that in LA. And I don't know. I think that, like, I don't like that part about Indiana.
Well, the people in Indiana are a lot more conservative, and I mean, just our friends' parents are a lot more strict. And
But I'm like, why does that
things like
matter that I'm
that.
wearing
I don't
combat
know.
boots so much? Like, why is that so irritable to someone?
Because it's different.
it's
And
just
some
the way they
people-
live in
yeah,
Indiana.
they're not
compared
used to different.
California.
But that's
It's
what
their
I love
normal.
about LA, is that it's so, like,
Yeah.
it's no one would give a fork.
Right.
You know what I
Well, it's
mean?
much more open-minded.
Yeah, it's one, they're open-minded, and they also just don't care. Like, people in Indiana are like, so like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that part about our hometown. So that's why I feel like I always wanted to wear weird shit, but like, I was sick and tired of getting shit from people for wearing that. Does that make sense? Anyway, who was the problem child? I think we can guess who it was.
You were the dynamic one who challenged the status quo.
Yeah, I wasn't too much of a rule breaker, though.
No.
Why are you
unless
looking
there's
at me
stuff
like-
I need to know, but no.
I really wasn't too much of a rule breaker. Where do you see us in 5 years, Mom?
Oh, geez.
Uh-oh, Mom.
Didn't know about this question. I don't know. I just think.
I'll be 29.
Sheesh. Hopefully you got a
Yeah,
man
I
by
don't
then.
know.
I hope so too.
Same.
There could be a guy in the future, which would be fun.
Slay.
I see you continuing to explode with your brand and with Alicia
Do you see her still in LA?
and Ashley too.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I do.
Wow.
I think she will be.
Where in LA do you think I'll live? 5 years, 29.
Oh, I think you'll have your own place for sure.
What do you mean?
So so you have ownership and you aren't paying the crazy rent.
Do you think I'll have a house?
Yeah, I hope so. A house or a condo,
Okay.
townhouse, something.
What about Phil?
Oh gosh. Philip hopefully will be doing the big time agent stuff and have a really solid handle on his position in the sports industry.
Hopefully he has a really hot client.
There you go.
I thought you were gonna say hot girlfriend. Me too. It's the goal.
Add that.
Okay, why do you care about that?
Hopefully he has a really hot girlfriend.
Yeah.
We just want
Phil's
nice.
like, hell yeah.
Hopefully you have a cool boyfriend. Hopefully I have a hot girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious. Where do you think I'll be in 5 years, Phil?
Probably the same thing as mom.
Anything new? Anything exciting? Anything crazy specific?
Nothing that crazy. Just growing, pretty much.
And how old will
I
you
could see
be?
you being like the face of a brand or something would be
Oh,
cool.
slay! Thank you.
Or
Let's
like
manifest that for me.
Or like a what's it called? Collection.
Campaign. Or
Campaign.
yeah, have a collect-
Campaign.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You should do that.
I think I would love to see you or you and Alicia doing something streaming on one of the streaming networks.
Oh, like create a show or something.
Yeah, something like that. Because I know you aspire to be a host of something. That would be really fun.
Oh yeah, that would. I feel like those are two separate entities, though. That in my head.
Okay, or it could be the same.
Yeah, or whatever. I feel for you. How old will you be?
27,
27.
28. I just turned 23. So 28.
Okay,
28.
28.
That's scary. I'm getting old.
I know. I don't know what I mean, I hope he's in LA still. I feel like he'll have his group of friends, guy friends.
If you ever get some guy friends.
Yeah. I feel like I could see you coming over, like you and your friends crashing at my house all the time. Like, not crashing literally, but like coming over for cookouts, doing whatever. Yeah, I could see you doing that. Hopefully, I feel like you'll be with like a big company. Yeah, something along those lines. Probably dating someone I introduce you to.
Maybe.
I could see that. I'm a good matchmaker. Most embarrassing stories growing up. I'm just thinking of that one home video of me outside dancing by myself.
Of embarrassing of you? Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
The Taylor dance.
Yeah. I
you
literally
need to do it because you only you can
It's
do it.
like
really.
I was going like this, right?
And I happen to have my video camera handy.
I need to find that home video. I
So
basically was
funny.
in my bathing suit walking around the pool, and I had and they were playing music because my parents, that's why I love 70s music. So they were like blaring music, and I didn't know anyone was watching. My mom was filming me, and I literally was like dancing, like twerking.
It's not that embarrassing. Was anybody there?
It was
No,
so
now,
funny.
Not embarrassing.
now it's funny, but like I remember watching the video being like, oh my God, what was I doing? Like I thought I was having a concert for the Woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
I mean, that's not really that embarrassing though. I don't know. I don't really have anything like that I think of.
I've thought of one.
What?
Oh.
Cheerleading.
Oh, that's good.
I was going to
Disney.
say that, but I don't want to expose you.
It's okay. I've puked multiple times during cheer competitions.
But the big one was the Disney
Florida.
one. Florida.
Yeah.
You were
In
front row
Disney.
center
Front row center, I puked all over.
of the routine.
I puked during basketball games too, so.
Yeah. I think mine
all right.
was anxiety induced though. What
Oh,
was,
yeah.
Mine was probably nerves. But it was just like,
Anxiety as
it was
well.
just at the beginning of the game, and that'd be fine for the rest
Yeah.
of it.
See, that's
You-
how mine
you
was.
would throw
though.
up
Like,
and then you'd be good.
I'd puke like before the game, and then I'd
So
be
I
ready
would
to
do
go.
that too.
Yeah.
We have anxiety bad.
But you haven't been
I'm
doing
not-
that lately, right?
Yeah, I feel like though. Yeah, so basically, I would also puke before my cheer competition, and
That's
then
like normal though. Like professional athletes do that.
I wouldn't say that's normal.
Not normal, but like it's not that crazy.
It's not uncommon.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon, but I don't think that's normal. But yeah, I yacked at nationals in front of the entire whatever.
The funny thing is that you never were nervous to go up and speak. Like if you had to do a presentation or you
yeah,
know,
it was
like
just cheer.
just cheerleading and performing.
Mom, were you nervous sending me off to a big city?
Everybody wants to know this, and the weird thing is, I wasn't that nervous. I mean, it was nerve-wracking coming out to LA for the first time to visit FITM. I remember that being nerve-wracking, and dropping you off was tough, and leaving you that day. But I knew in my heart of hearts it was so right for you. So I wasn't wigged out by it.
I was scared for you.
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
you
I
didn't give a
was.
shit.
Yes, I was.
Mom, what lessons have TK and PK taught you? It's an interesting
That's a
question.
good question.
Oh my gosh, patience. Lots of patience. Leadership. How to handle tough times when you were calling home, and tough love. You know, when you have to communicate and know what's best for you.
This next question's funny. Okay,
And
keep going.
so I guess those things.
Gen Z language.
Oh yeah, of course. I got props for helping me write that book.
You love learning the new
YouTuber
terms.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, learning the Gen Z lingo from you two. Almost all the vocabulary it feels like came
TikTok
from you guys.
dances.
She couldn't name 5 rappers
No.
yesterday.
Don't
or
ask me.
five YouTubers that weren't my friends.
Don't
Like,
be
you
asking me
should
the
know.
Ruby. I don't care.
Or 5 NFL players.
Yeah. It's so embarrassing. How does it feel to know, this was funny, how does it feel to know that TK could be a sugar mama if she wanted to?
Get your bag.
How do I want to answer? Well, if you're going to be good at something, you'll be really good at whatever you do. I don't know.
What if I
don't
was
know.
a sugar mama? I was like, this is my sugar baby.
Wait.
What? Would explain
It'd
that?
be your sugar daddy, wouldn't it?
No, it says, how does it feel to know TK could be a sugar mama?
Like you
with
could have
people-
a guy.
I could be someone's sugar mama.
That's funny. Yeah. That's kind of funny.
I know. It says, how does it feel? Literally, the question is, how does it feel to
misunderstood
know
that.
TK could be a sugar mama if she wanted
Like she
to?
would pay like
Pay
a
some
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Let's just hope she never ever acts on that, position that she
No,
could
I would
have.
never.
No.
But hilarious. But how
Yeah,
does it
it's
feel
hilar-
knowing I could?
It feels hilarious. I don't know.
That's cool. It's
a
a
funny
compliment,
question.
right?
Yeah,
I know,
good
it's a
for
funny
her.
question. What were your first thoughts when TK started growing a dedicated following?
I thought it was cool. I mean, I was
Wow,
excited
it's
to watch
Exciting.
it.
Just amazing to see that the people are wanting to watch your content and, rewarding you from your hard work and you established or you conquered a big goal.
Yeah, it's cool to see like the first guest you had on your podcast to like the guest you get now, which is pretty cool to see.
Oh, yeah. I would agree with that.
So,
Yeah, you have great connections.
Thank you. Who was the favorite child?
Oh, come on. There is none.
Oh, there always is.
It's definitely Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
If you can't tell from
No
this
way,
podcast.
Jose. No, not
Yes,
going
it
there.
is. It is. At least growing up, it definitely was Phil.
So not true, Taylor. Absolutely not. We're not going to argue with this.
I feel like Dad definitely liked Phil better.
We had more similarities than
Yeah.
you and Dad.
Like, you agree.
So. But they brag about you way more than they brag about me. But I haven't done anything
Now.
with my life. Yeah. So
I feel like now
Yeah.
that I've made money,
Yeah.
they do.
now that you're
You don't even know what we say, so you can't even say that.
Growing up, Phil was definitely the star child because he played basketball. He did all the things that Indiana people
That
love.
is in your head, not in my head. Let's just make that clear.
Okay. Yeah, that's the story I'm telling myself. Oh, this is a good one. Someone said, have them describe your type in, my type in men.
gosh.
Like
Tall.
the 301s,
307.
307s, whatever.
Yeah, describe my type or who you see me dating.
Tall, successful, athletic,
Sports guy, watches ESPN.
a manly man. Yeah, honestly, just like a
Confident, very
typical guy
confident.
is what she needs. But he has to be he has to be the man. He has to make the plans, and she wants him to dictate what they're doing, show some initiative.
Be alpha.
yeah,
Strong.
I'm always
very
alpha.
strong.
Yeah.
So it has to be very strong.
she doesn't want them
person.
to be intimidated.
Yeah. Got to be able to handle her
Yeah. Got to be able to handle me because I'm a lot.
Yeah,
and stand up to you.
Yeah. I know. I kind of want someone I can I don't just tell them what to do. I want them to argue with me
Yeah.
or
good luck
disagree.
to that. Good luck to him.
Good luck to
We've tried, Mom.
Come talk to me first.
Is there anything else silly that you think is my type? Phil's oh, I love a girl that can rock a ponytail.
A guy who doesn't mind having all kinds of makeup and skin products put all over his face just for fun.
Oh, for me, yeah, doing that.
Yeah.
I like doing that.
He would have to let you have your own time. You
Yeah.
get in some moods where it's all right, just let her be her. Or she doesn't want to talk to you right now. She wants to do her own thing. So give her space when she needs it.
Mm-hmm.
And supportive of you and your career. Just that they're super excited about you and wanting you to
Yeah.
Or,
to thrive.
You were very mad that one time that one guy thought your career was a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was an instant turn off.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Or not. I can't also.
That would be a deal breaker.
They also can't be intimidated by my job either. I hate that.
Yeah.
No.
They also need to be able to dance, and they need to have swag.
You need to be able to dance, like be a good dancer, or just be confident to dance.
Just be confident.
Yeah.
Like I don't want them standing
Fun.
in the corner. Yeah,
Right.
like, they need to be fun. Like
Yeah.
I don't care if they're a bad dancer. They just need to be funny. Like
Right.
dancing.
You gotta be able to jam out in the car. On a car
Yeah, like not have awful music
Yeah.
taste. If we got in the car and someone started playing like heavy metal, I would literally cry.
What if like he was like great, but his like he only listened to opera and like wanted to take you to operas and
No,
stuff?
I'm so sorry.
Would you
I don't
be
want to
out?
offend. I can't. I couldn't. I don't think I could. I don't think I could. Could you? If a girl was just like every day was an opera
I'd probably
house?
like go to one opera just to show I cared her, but I'd be like, hey, like honestly, this is not my vibe. Maybe we could go to
I'd rather go to a Rufus Du Sol
Yeah.
concert.
maybe we could go to Dua Lipa next or something. But
Like, I'm like, do you want to see Jack Harlow
Yeah.
next weekend? Because I'd really rather go there than the opera. Yeah, I don't think I could do an
Yeah.
opera guy. Not my type.
yeah, fair.
Not my vibe. And I need them to be like have cool swag, like dress cool.
Really?
Have a sense of fashion.
Yeah, like not like.
I feel like you wouldn't care if he is pretty normal.
I feel like
Guys.
normal's fine, but I'm not afraid to like spice it up a little.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I need a little spice.
Yeah, because you would have events to go to and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And fun.
Yeah.
Tea. Okay. That was funny. That made me my eyes water. What has your mom and brother learned from you in the time you've lived in LA? What have you guys learned from me living here?
Influencers. I mean, just the influencer world.
Yeah.
Probably just don't be afraid to take a shot if you're really passionate about it and love
Shoot
it.
your shot.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. So, don't care what others think about you. That's been definitely a big one because, yeah, obviously you get some comments and people are very judgy, but you're good at letting it go and
That's
try
a big
to
one.
take some of that.
Yeah. I feel like I've always cared way less about what people think more than Phil.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. He's
That's-
pretty good. He says
Oh,
I
really?
don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
Phil does
Interesting.
his own thing.
Okay. If you had to switch lives with each other, who or what would you do for the day?
Like you two? Who?
If we all swapped lives. If you swapped lives with me, Mom, what would you do for the day?
Oh, wow.
I'd go on a shopping spree.
I know I'd want to do those credit card swapping days. Go to the beach, horseback riding.
I'd probably try to go to one of your cool events. Those are always fun. I'm jealous of all the events and all the cool people you
Oh,
see.
yeah.
So do one of
Japan
those.
or the Benefit or Revolve stuff.
Yeah. I feel like I would want to see what it's like talking to girls, like from a dude's perspective, and seeing like if I notice the things that I
You're trying to do.
So like I'll do stuff, seeing if like a guy will notice, and I want to see from the guy's perspective if I would. Do you know what I mean?
So you're trying to learn.
Or
tips.
like I feel like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm playing it so cool, and I would want to see from a guy's perspective if I could tell if I was playing it cool or not.
It's a good idea.
That's
you know
kind of
what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like,
Like
Just
I would
seeing
want
the-
to play the game from a guy's
Seeing
perspective.
the other perspective.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys think TK has low standards for men?
No.
Heck no.
You just heard us describe what
No.
it takes to get her attention. So
Yeah. I feel like I do not give people the time of day unless they really impress me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who has lower standards than me or TK?
Definitely you.
What?
Are you kidding me? Definitely him.
I'm not answering that one.
It's definitely Phil. That's an easy auto. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for now. I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode. I know it's a little different from our normal ones. So let us know if you want to hear more from the fam or more on my YouTube channel, whatever it is. Where can they follow you, Phil?
Go follow me on Instagram, PhilipKing10.
So, yeah, be sure to follow my YouTube channel, subscribe to this YouTube channel, rate, review, do all the things, and make someone's day this week. Peace.
Peace.
Say bye to the camera, Mom.
Cut.
Bye.
Bye.